everybody, and welcome to Driver's Village in Cicero, New York. Now, you guys may be wondering, why are we staring at a place that is now a car repair shop? Well, because this is an old mall, and parts of the mall that you're staring at have been untouched, even as the car dealership. And I've been wanting to come here for a while. And due to various issues, I had no chance to come up here, but I finally did back in July, and I am glad that I was able to go to this place. This place is gorgeous. It's still vintage. I mean, yes, the cars are cool and all, but the fact that the mall is, parts of it are untouched. Yes, parts of it are demolished. They're no longer here, but the part you're walking in, this was all mall, and those things you see on the side, of each side, those were all stores. But anyway, and by the way, guys, before I say throw on the history, notice that mall entrance sign we walked into, that's also original too. That is still from the 1970s. But anyway, so on to the history of this mall. This mall opened up in 1976. It was called the Penn Mall. And it was the fourth mall to be built in the metropolitan area. You guys know three other ones that I've been to as well as the Baldwinville Mall, which you guys know is mostly gone, but I put parts of that up on video. It was constructed by the Winmar Company of Seattle, Washington, and had room for 86 stores, so about a medium-sized mall. At the mall's inception, only 28 stores were open, but other spaces quickly followed by even more during an expansion in 1986, when the mall reached its capacity peak of 121 stores. That's pretty cool. And it also added the smaller upper level, which you guys saw with the cinematic shots. You guys saw the escalators. Those are original in that little center area. That's part of the mall. And well as the upstairs had some small shops and a Lowe's cinema. There was also an old European clock in the center court of the mall. That clock is still there. Today, the mall, including the clock, as I said, is home to a multi-auto mall known as Driver's Village. The mall opened up, like I said, in 1976. It was built in a straight line, and later, in the 86 expansion, it added the T shape that is now partially there. Originally, it was anchored by Sears and a Hills added at the opposite end. In 1983, they added another wing with Chapels was added. In 1986, local department store, Addison and Company, and Day Brothers had junior anchor locations as well. And as I mentioned before, they had a 3-screen movie theater. Now, Wilmerite, which you guys know is based out of Rochester and built, the Grease Ridge and the Eastview Mall, and they built beautiful malls, and I've been to quite a lot of them. They bought the mall from the original owners in 1989. Now, the Wilmerite Company during that year also built another mall, which became the Great Northern Mall in Clay the year before. And unfortunately, Sears and Chapels left this mall to Great Northern. Now, the Sears building is still standing. The part around it was demolished, but the building itself is still standing. I don't know if it's used for anything, but it's still there. But the good news is those spots, they were saved, and Steinbach and in an apartment store, Keldor, they went into their respective stores. Now, the Pyramid Company opened up the large Destiny USA in 1990, which unfortunately added competition and led to the decline of this mall. After Steinbach closed, it was replaced with a Burlington coat factory in 1993. Keldor replaced the Chapels a year later. And then in 1994, the mall would close after only less than 30 years of operation, and they would demolish in the main mall structure, leaving the Burlington Coat Factory, Hills, and the Keldor stores. Under these plans, the mall itself would be replaced with a power center, and it would include an unnamed big box home improvement store and a movie theater operated by the Regal Cinemas. Now, that never fully happened. Very little parts of the mall, and we'll get to that. The mall itself closed in 1996, leaving only the Hills operation until that tank closed in 1999, sorry, and then it became an Ames, and then the Burlington was the last thing originally to leave the mall, which left in 2016. Now, Driver's Village. So in early 2000, the mall sat empty. A local auto dealership, Roger Berwick, purchased the old mall and proceeded to turn it into an auto mall, with a design by architect Robinson Strong. The old Sears and the Ames wings, they were demolished, and the rest of the mall was partially gutted, save for the hallway and the eastern portion of the newer wing from 1986. So basically, 2 wings of the mall were demolished, but the rest of this that you see was the new parts. And even though, it was gutted, there is still some things, like I mentioned before, that have still stood. Now, the rest of the mall has been converted into showrooms and service centers for 16 auto brands. Retail is still present in Driver's Village, which is kind of interesting. Even though the dealership owns this and there's mostly car things, there's a couple retail things, including a cafe, a catering company, a children's play location, as well as real estate and tax services. And another cool thing they have in here, which you guys saw in the one clip, was the Syracuse Sports Hall of Fame. That's kind of cool that it's in there, and me being a sports guru, I did spend some time in there. So overall, as I said, by the way, guys, coming up here, you guys will see a few pictures. I know it's kind of hard to see of when the mall was fully opened. So what are my impressions of being here? Well, I was very happy to be here. Yes, unfortunately, parts of the mall are gone, and I wish I could have been here when it was an actual mall. I'm so glad that this company that bought it, this developer, has kept many artifacts of the mall, as I mentioned, including the clock, the escalators, those old photos, and the skylights, and many other things, and the elevator too, which you guys will see in a clip too. That is also original. I can tell by the buttons and stuff inside. So I'm really glad to be here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yes, I know it doesn't look fully like it did, but I still enjoy putting this together for you guys, and I hope you guys do enjoy the look at the Driver's Village Mall, or as it was originally called, the Penn Mall, and I will still always call it that, just for me. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking here. I hope you guys enjoy the look, like I mentioned at this video. If you guys did, you guys know the drill. Hit like, comment, and subscribe. And live from Cicero, New York, outside of Syracuse, Alex Weinsheimer's out. And I'll see you guys for the next video, which, with this channel, it could be anywhere, because we never stop exploring here. But anyway, guys, talk to you later, and bye-bye.